Hallihallo, Hallöchen, Freunde. Willkommen wieder zurück zu Honkai Star Rail. So, wir sind wieder unterwegs mit Fushuan und wollen irgendwo hin. Wir wollen Fentelia hinterherjagen. Ich hoffe, sie weiß, wo sie ist. Na gut, dann reden wir
had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
Über Qingyun.
It all happened so suddenly. But looking back, I think Mr. Yang was right. Tingyun was behaved.
Since she was an ambassador dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the commission. We'll have to let the Cloud Knights. As for the Tingyun who accompanied us all that way, it's like what Mr. Yang said. Her appearance was designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We cannot allow her.
Über die Schuppenklamm. Über den Schuppenklamm.
It is a delve governed by the Vidyadhara. Supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Vidyadhara home planet. After the ambrosial arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. Yet it never died. The Alliance decided to seal the arbor within Scale Gorge waterscape, entrust it to the High Elders of the Vidyadhara, and rely on the power of long scions to constrain it. It has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. Even if it does, I doubt it will hinder that spectral lord.
Who's Jingjuan?
I've reported the current situation to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said he had important matters to personally attend to. The situation stands on the edge of a precipice. We must trust in the General.
Zeit drängt. Gehen wir. Junge, das zeigt das Medicus. Es ist schon eine Weile her. Okay.
This is...
Die Alchemie-Kommission. Die Hülle, die an die Schuppenklamm grenzt.
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably... It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
So. Oh, wir haben eine Nachricht erhalten. Wolkenritter haben uns eingeladen, sie zu begleiten. In deinem Heimatland gibt es ganz schön große Schmelztiegel. Wolkenritter, goldener Elixierraum. Warum seid ihr beim goldenen Elixierraum?
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
Wie holen wir dann Hang? Keine Sorge, das kriegen wir schon irgendwie hin. So. Achso, wir nähern uns auch dem Ort, wo die anderen sind. Also wir treffen sie wohl.
Sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
Okay, Aber hier ist noch nicht der Nebel weg.
I need to be careful. If I alert the knights,
Ja, aber zu diesem Zeitpunkt war der Nebel noch nicht weg. Da waren wir dann noch nicht anwesend.
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows.
Was war das denn für ein Auftritt? Gut. Dann gehen wir mal runter. Vielleicht sind... Ey, der Nebel ist doch da. Vielleicht treffen wir sie ja bald. Gut. Stürmisches Wetter auf jeden Fall.
All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water.
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet,
of Vidyadhara Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
Denkst du das dann, Hang? Oh,
They say that you're Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long. I was exiled in the Shenzhou. I'm no longer one of the Scions of Permanence.
okay.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Vidyadhara go through cycles of life and death. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again.
So. Gut, dann gehen wir mal an den Steg. Auch immer der uns hinführen soll.
It's you! You've returned, High Elder!
Was? Sie kann mich erkennen?
What is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape? Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
Na, ganz toll.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friend...
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. It seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Water.
Na gut. Aber er geht in eine ganz andere Richtung. Leider.
He's here.
Right on time.
Wo hat sie eigentlich ihre Jacke wieder her?
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling. It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
Was?
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time!
Gut.
You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I have
Frau?
nothing to do with your past.
Meint er Kafka oder meint er jemand anderen?
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch.
Was denn?
You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice. I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Sword, heed me.
Wie bitte?
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Oh Gott. Hä, aber warum kämpfen wir jetzt gemeinsam gegen ihn? Also Fähigkeit nicht anwendbar. Gut. Dann machen wir ihn einfach mal fertig.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka.
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins. Fail to send you.
Oh Junge. Ja, aber ein bisschen seltsame Situation, dass wir jetzt gegen ihn kämpfen. Zusammen. Das ist sehr eigenartig, aber naja. Wenn es denn eben so sein soll, dann soll es eben so sein.
Afraid to hurt the boy.
Punish evil!
So.
I wonder if the others are okay.
Hoffen wir mal.
Gotta make this quick.
Okay, die Schwerter sind hin.
Just won't give up.
Dunking ist auch hier.
One choice.
Okay, noch eine zweite Phase.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy.
Can't
Was
delay
denn?
any longer.
Setze die Fertigkeit an, um den Standardangriff von Dunhang Inhibitor Lunae zu verstärken.
But
Kann bis zu 3-mal verstärkt werden.
there's no other way.
So, gut.
Forgive me.
Okay, da ist er zu Ende der Kampf. Naja, ich weiß es nicht.
All of you listen to me. Stop.
Okay.
Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
Was ist überhaupt dein Ziel?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Lawfu's hotshot general.
Oh, Heiland. Jetzt geht's hier aber ab. Jetzt geht's hier aber rund.
General!
Auf welcher Seite stehst du?
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should...
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this...
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go?
Das ist jetzt ein
Fluorescent depth,
interessanter
a
Twist.
realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Dan Feng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Dan Feng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not...
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the...
I already told you.
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Dan Feng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Dan Feng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will...
I may not be capable of the things that Dan Feng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, at the power of... It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Dan Feng. I am the general of the Lawfu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet... Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
Deswegen ist er ja hier.
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting.
Ja.
I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron hunters, and that the hunt is far from over. Yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits.
Okay. Gut. Haben wir hier haben wir auch noch was?
Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own needs. Lord Ravager Fantilia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice.
Ja, da baut sich was Großes zusammen. Glaube ich.
Do you know something? When Don Fong committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Don Fong against his will. Still,
So. Gut. Gut. Ah, da sind sie.
your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go.
Ja gut, dann greifen wir mal an. So. Zack.
Heaven's Surge.
Ausdehnung. Ja gut.
Break.
This is our chance.
Das war ein ganz schön starker Angriff.
Tough luck running into me.
Und das war's. Doch noch nicht. Doch, jetzt war es das. Stimmt ja, er hatte einen Susano. Schlechten Angriff. Er greift wirklich jeden an.
Heaven's Surge.
Oh.
Rise.
This is our chance.
So, zack. Warte, wir sparen wir noch etwas. Autsch. Gut, das war... Darauf habe ich gewartet. So.
Heaven's Surge.
So. Scheiße, ich habe einen Fehler gemacht. Egal.
Let's make it quick.
So.
Rules are made to be broken.
Oh ja, das sind sie. Greifen ihn an. Dehnen den Angriff aus. So. Ne. Greif sie mal direkt an. Gut, wurden wir geheilt.
There's no time to lose.
So. Zack.
Surge.
Done.
So. Die Ulti wird dem erheblichen Schaden zufügen. Aber auch nicht so, wie ich dachte.
Rise.
Let's go.
So, zack.
Told you I could.
Da ist er zu Ende. Ich glaube noch 2 Angriffe und dann haben wir ihn. Vielleicht auch nur einen Angriff. Ja. 2 Angriffe, hatte ich recht. Gut.
Jing Yuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The Seat of Divine Foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's author, and turn the law.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Die haben vor einer Minute noch zusammen gekämpft. Also die wissen, dass er da ist.
Huh? Is that Don Hung? You are Don Hung, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, my astral guests. When you first appeared on the Lawfu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly... Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making... However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Phantalia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Law...
Even if the crisis on the Lawfu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able, whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express.
Genau.
Don Hung?
Na komm, hab dich nicht so. Gib ihm die Hand. Die Hand ausstrecken. Regungslos bleiben. Oh.
The choice is yours.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to... But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara...
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the
There is no master plan. Only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent...
It looks so much like Don Hung. I wonder if... The statue... Is that Don Hung's brother?
Nicht ganz.
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. Do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the Lawfu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. What happens next is in your hands.
Na gut, dann machen wir es mal an. Was hast du denn sozusagen?
You scared the heck out of me! For a second I thought you'd annoyed the general. It seemed like you were his prisoner. There I was, thinking up a plan to... So, what made you suddenly decide to come?
Ich war auf deiner Sicherheit also.
Aw, how sweet. But Mr. Yang and I have been holding our own. Anyway, it's great to have you with us, Don.
Okay. Lass mal noch mit Welt sprechen.
I knew you'd come. When we first mentioned the Xianzhou, there was a sad look in your eyes. They may have banished you, but the Lawfu is still your home.
Vielen Dank für deine Hilfe dabei. Es tut mir leid, dass ich mich nie zu Wort gemeldet habe.
You're a member of the Express crew, Dan Hung. Let's settle this matter as soon as possible. Our journey doesn't end here.
Was hast du zu sagen, Main Character? Raven schaut dich an, während ihr beide still werdet. Gibt es denn gar nichts, was du fragen möchtest? Raven schüttelt ihren Kopf. Sie will nicht sprechen. Niemand kann sie dazu bringen, sich zu öffnen. Na gut, dann schweigen wir uns an. Ja. Verdammt. Zack. Gut, dann machen wir halt ein bisschen Magie hier. Die Statue des Hohen Ältesten ist durch die Jahre der Verwitterung stark mitgenommen worden. In der Nähe des Sockels sind einige kleine Worte eingraviert. Lasst uns beten in Zeiten der Bedrohung und des Konflikts, wenn das Land von einer bösen Lebensform bedroht wird. Wir werden die Macht des ewigen Meeres anrufen und die dunklen Wurzeln mit seinem Licht vertreiben. Hier liegt eine gewaltige Macht verborgen. Unter endlos rollenden Wellen lodern die uralten Wurzeln des Baumes auf. Lange Zeit schlafend erwachen sie zum Leben wie ein Tier, das aus seinem Traum erwacht. Die Fesseln, die die vergangenen Herrscher angelegt hatten und welche die Macht der Bestie bändigten, waren ein zerbrechliches Geflecht, das bald zerbersten und fallen würde. Aus der Dunkelheit tauchten Erinnerungen der Vergangenheit auf, die dich ergreifen.
The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further...
Jingyuan. General, are you planning to face Dantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few...
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to... Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines?
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict. You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal...
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the...
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
Ui, geiler Drache. Kann ich mich hier noch heilen? Zufällig? Weil ich bin nicht gerade auf den Dampf. Zumindest Robin nicht. Nee? Wir könnten uns nicht heilen? Ja gut, dann das wird problematisch im nächsten Part. Ja Leute, dann verabschiede ich mich hier erstmal hier. Wir sehen uns dann im nächsten Part wieder. Bis dann und ciao.